Behold your future, humans, if you continue along your current path. Fallout 3 is quite prophetic as well as an awesome video game. It is appropriate that Fallout 3 is based in Washington, D.C., since the government in that country is woefully inept. Don't expect help from FEMA after the apocalypse. The story begins in one of the many vaults built for survivors of your apocalypse that is surely coming. From birth to 19 years of age, you spend your life in this vault until circumstances force you outside into the wasteland in search of your father. Yes, we know about your Star Wars. We actually liked The Empire Strikes Back. All the others, not so much. After circumstances force you outside into the wasteland, the story loses its focus somewhat. There is an emphasis on character interaction.
Can I do something for you? Or to you?
But those relationships are shallow and unfulfilling. But this is not a game you play for the story per se. You play for the enormous amounts of gameplay. Many of the missions you encounter can be approached in numerous and various ways. To kill or not to kill someone, that is the question as you ponder the various story and game paths Fallout 3 can take you. Despite the wide variety and mission parameters and the choice to play as a good, evil, or neutral character, much of the story remains unchanged, whatever choices you make. The virtual world of Washington, D.C. is vast. There is much to explore and see, too much for one playthrough. Unfortunately, your adventure is constantly hindered by numerous glitches. This game has more bugs than Vault 101. Bethesda should give a trophy for how many times you have to reset your console. Nonetheless, we remain impressed with the depth of gameplay. I prefer the Chinese assault weapon. China is quite good at making things that kill you. Automatic weapons, toothpaste, dog food, milk, candles, children's toys, baby formula. So I figured the Chinese assault weapon was my best choice for weaponry. There are two main styles of combat, first person and third person. You can choose how your character develops. He or she can be proficient in hand-to-hand, a wide array of small arms weapons and heavy weapons. For real-time combat, both third and first person. What is that term you humans like to use? Oh yes, they suck. Fallout 3 is not a shooter in the tightly conceived sense you jaded gamers are accustomed to. The emphasis is on exploration and adventure. Fortunately for combat, you have the VAT system, or VATS. It lets you pause the action, sort of, and target various body parts with devastating effectiveness. The effectiveness of this system will depend on how you develop your character and your AP or action points. Run out of action points and you are left with the crappy real-time combat. You can use several narcotics, one of which will boost your action points in the heat of battle. But you can become addicted to these various narcotics with negative consequences. We are impressed with the various stats and perks you can customize your character with. There are advantages and disadvantages to how you choose to build your character, and it directly affects the gameplay in terms of lockpicking, hacking, and various other gameplay dimensions. Your character's facial characteristics are also customizable. We were looking at a rating of 5 anal probes out of 5. Despite the richness of game design, there are just too many game freezes and console resets. So we were looking at a rating of 3 anal probes out of 5. However, I did enjoy seeing your United States Capitol in ruins. So we will award one more anal probe for aesthetics. However, game freezes are unacceptable. Learn to program for the f***ing console. Next, we shall review Tomb Raider Underworld. Until then, humans.